I'm News Cadet. Well, it's been a long day, a long journey. 76 games made it, and after 7 years developing the famous game for all the world, my creator has messaged via his T's website. He said, "Before I say anything else, check out this awesome piece of fan art. Pretty amazing stuff, right? I have boxes and boxes of artwork like this from fans that I've saved over the years. I've tried to answer as many letters as I could, and I apologize to anyone that I missed somehow. Someday when I have a big living room, maybe I'll make a giant collage of all the fan art I've collected. Stuff like this has made it all worthwhile to me over the last 7 years. I've had a blessed, fulfilling, and rich career. I've been shown great kindness and I've tried to show great kindness in return. I've tried to make some good games, let the debate ensue, and I've witnessed the creation of possibly the most creative and talented fanbase on the planet. But here on the 7th anniversary of the first game's trailer, as I realize that I was in my mid-30s when I created the series and now I'm approaching my mid-40s, I realize that I miss a lot of things that I got to focus on before FNAF became such a success. I miss making games for my kids, I miss doing it just for fun, and I miss making RPGs even though I stink at it. All of this to say that I am retiring. I have been shown tremendous love and support over this last week, a lot of which has come from the LGBTQ community. The kindness shown to me has been surreal. Is this the end of FNAF number? This just means that someone else will eventually be running the show, someone of my choosing, and someone that I trust. We will have to wait and see how it all plays out, but an announcement will be made at some point. I have 6 kids now, although one of them is currently the size of a blueberry. I love them dearly, they are my whole world and my whole universe. I want to focus my attention on them, focus on protecting them, and spend my time making things for them. I only ask that my fanbase respect my decision. I will still be around, just not in the capacity that I used to be. What a blessed career I've had, what wonderful people I've met, and what a tremendous blessing to have been able to know all of you. Thank you so much, and see you on the flip side. Also, he have motivation, make a difference, message to Steam community as well. He said, "First of all, I wanted to thank the community in general for the huge outpouring of support through emails and in the forums. I know a lot of you are concerned about me or think that I'm stressed out. It's true that I'm stressed a little, but it's okay because the result was good. I've worked very hard this year, almost non-stop, to produce good games for the series. Even though there may be some debate as to how good the games are, I did my best to provide some good scares and a good story. All I can do is judge from the Steam reviews that I've been mostly successful, so I'm very happy about that. It's true that there has been a lot of hate toward me lately, on the forums, on this platform, etc. And I'll be honest, it's difficult, when people seem to dislike you only because you've found success with something. I think some people have this idea that I spend my days swimming in gold coins like Scrooge McDuck, cranking out games with no effort, then laughing all the way to the bank. The reality is quite different, and I think that people who hate on me for being successful are misguided. Did you know that last year one was working at Dollar General? I worked as a cashier. I had 3 bosses who were all still in high school. Before that I worked at Target in the backroom freezer, unloading frozen foods. I haven't had a successful life, and now that God has blessed me with some success, I'm doing my best to be responsible with that success. I don't party on weekends, I don't get drunk or sip martinis. I spend my evenings playing Mega Man 3, Buster Only, with my kids, and I try to good with what's been given to me. I guess the reason I'm telling you all of this is to make sure you know that I'm human. I have a lot of flaws, and I've made a lot of mistakes. My games aren't perfect, and they never will be. But something more important that I want to convey to all of you, is that you should never listen to people who criticize success simply because it's success. Being good at something is something to strive for, not something to demonize. Criticisms of my games are fine, and a lot of times the criticism is valid. But there are a lot of people out there, who will hate anything that becomes popular, just because it's popular, and hate anyone who becomes successful, just because they are successful. Haters gonna hate, as they say, but I want you to know that focusing on someone else's failure or success is the wrong way to live. People who make videos bashing other people are like people who run into a public square and scream into a pillow. They'll get attention, but they won't change anything. If you strive to be like them, then you'll spend your life screaming into a pillow as well, and your life won't mean anything. The best emails I get are from people who have chosen to pursue game development because of the games that I've made, or people who have decided to do computer science, or learn programming. Who will be the next game designer? Who will make the next game for Markiplier to play? Make sure that it's you. People who hate success will never be successful. Focus on your success and your story. People always ask me what college I recommend, or what programs I recommend. My answer is to just go forward, practice. Just get to college, study hard, be awesome at what you do. Make sure that you are next year's big success story. Don't fall into the pit of people who have given up on making something of themselves, and make sure you make everything out of yourself. I'm getting too old for this, and when I retired, I'm going to want to sit down at a computer and play your games, read your stories, and watch your videos. Don't fall in with the people who have already given up on themselves. You are tomorrow's next big thing. Security Breach might be his last game's involvement, due to the stories, places, and characters, and his actual game is Security Breach, Fury Rage, the delayed compensation game. We wouldn't be here, because FNAF by finding the game developers who loved the series like My King, the King of Scream, the game theorists, etc., with new vision on the series like Steel Wool Studios. The future can be better. The two projects like Security Breach and don't forget the movie will be released with his involvement still intact. When one day if I play the game and watch the movie finished, I think that is actually the end of Scottworld and FNAF era. On my brain, exclude he had story credit, but whatever happens, like Michael J. Fox said, family is not an important thing. It's everything. Thank you, Scott. See you on the flip side too, and thanks for watching.